Hey guys, Ryan Phillips here from Elite Video Evolution and Profit Flare, and I'm making this quick video for you on this Saturday afternoon to provide you with some insight and some value that I really think is going to help you with your online business. In fact, right now I'm just on the way to Derby to do a one-on-one session with one of my martial arts students called Kobe. Kobe's training to go to the World Championships in Malta next week, so I've been doing some one-on-one training with him, and the reason why I want to share this lesson with you is I've been sharing it with my martial arts students the past couple of weeks, and I really think that the insight will help you building your online business. So let's actually get started so I'm not late. And what's the lesson? Well, for those of you that don't know my story, I used to teach martial arts full-time before my online business was profitable. To cut a long story short, I stopped martial arts teaching when I was earning a full-time income online from my online business, and last November, actually a year ago, I started I taught a 10-week course for my friend Rob, Master Spencer, at his martial arts school in Leicester called Martial Arts Mastery, and it made me realise how much I miss teaching. It made me realise the amount of impact that we can have on the kids in the classes. So I started my own class, just 2 45-minute classes a week in Loughborough, where I live. And yeah, and that's why it's kind of motivated me to share this lesson with you. So what's the lesson? Well, the lesson is to include the negative emotions. So what does that mean? Include the negative emotions. Well, if you want to get good at anything in your life, if you want to build a successful online business, if you want to learn a new skill, if you want to have success in sports or in a team or something like that, this is how it works. When you start something, you're not going to be too great. If you're starting your online business, there's a lot of things you have to learn. You know, the first webinar you're going to do, you're not going to make 10 grand. You know, you have to work your way up and practice it. It's the same with any sport. If I'm to start basketball, I'm going to start off pretty rubbish. If this is the level that I want to get to playing for a team, I have to practice. In our online business, you got to work. Now, I want you to change the word work or change the word practice for failure. So this is where I'm going to start out. This is where I'm going to get to, and you have to fail forwards fast. Don't have a negative association to the word failure. All it means is you're one step closer to achieving your goal. It's a good sign. That's the first lesson. Fail forwards fast. Now, along that journey from where you are now to where you want to be, there's going to be negative emotions that come and wreck everything. You're going to get bored, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to be disappointed, you're going to face rejection, you're going to get upset, fill in the blank. And that's just part of the journey. It's a normal thing. It happens to everyone that's been successful. So what you have to do is learn to include that in your journey and surrender to your goal. It's the only way you're going to make it. It's the only way you're going to get successful. So let's look at it let's do a live example. Let's say I'm going to start basketball. So I start basketball. I'm going to suck when I get started. This is where I want to get to. I want to start playing for a basketball team. I've got to practice. Change the word practice for fail. So I know I've got to fail forwards fast. Now, along the way, these negative emotions are going to show up. Maybe I try out for the team and I don't get picked, so I get disappointed. So I start to really practice, really train on my basketball skills. So then I start to get bored. Boredom comes in. Then maybe when I'm practicing and the coach is watching, maybe when I practice on my own, I can make all the shots, but when someone's watching and the pressure's on, it all goes to pot. I can't do it. Frustration kicks in. Now, for most people, when they face these negative emotions, they don't understand it's part of the journey. They don't understand that it's a natural thing. And when the negative emotions come on the journey, it makes them quit. They get bored, they quit. They get disappointed, they'll quit. And the trouble with that is the lesson's repeated until mastered. So if you let boredom beat you, or disappointment beat you, or rejection beat you, you're going to keep seeing that same negative emotion. It's going to keep getting repeated on your journey, which is life, until you learn to master that. So what you have to do is this. This is the takeaway from this lesson. This is where you start out at whatever it is. A sport, your online business, you can literally use it for any area of your life. you start to fail forwards fast, you practice, you work, you fail, then eventually these negative emotions come in. All you have to do is include them in the journey. When disappointment happens, or when disappointment shows up, all you have to do is say, hey disappointment, come walk with me on this journey, come hang with me for a little while. That's the kind of mindset you have to go through that, okay? Don't let it knock you off your path. Include it in the journey. You'll get over it eventually. It'll walk with you for a little while, then it will leave you alone, and you're going to be moving on towards your goal. So if you want to be the person that writes the book, creates the music, climbs the mountain, achieve your dreams, being the person that you want to be, you have to learn to fail forwards fast, and you have to learn to include the negative emotions in the journey. That's what you have to do. It's non-negotiable. You have to master that and learn this lesson if you're going to be successful in your online business or in any sport, martial arts, dance, whatever it is. And I can say that authentically because I've used that insight and have lived through that in my online business, going from, you know, struggling and being in debt, having to get a full-time 9-to-5 job that I hated, to now this year doing over 6 figures in my online business. I've done the same in martial arts through, you know, just starting out and not being a natural at it, you know, sucking at it through a lot of practice, failing forwards fast, and including the negative emotions. I was able to become 9 times national champion and 3 times world champion. Exactly the same in dance. Dance is one of my passions. I do breaking or break dance, and I've got to one of the top levels in breaking. I'm lucky enough to be able to travel all around the world doing shows, battling and performing. It's the exact same concepts for dance as well. You can use this in any area of your life. So remember, fail forwards fast, include the negative emotions, and I'll see you at the top. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday, guys. Take care, peace and love, and I'll speak to you soon.